Go on then, draw for the tool. Now, if you want to help this channel out on the content I create for you guys, head on down to the Patreon where you get early access to behind the scenes vlogs, album reactions, suggested Patreon reactions, and access to exclusive podcast content. Link to the Patreon can be found in the description down below. Now, I saw this tweet that Fumez the engineer himself put out there, and I said to myself, you know what? When this plugged in drops here, so I most definitely have to check it out. And this one is Skepta's plugged in with Fumez the engineer. So without further ado, let's get into this one.
Gotta get to them, I'll do it on stage.
SRB separation confirmed.
Oi, is that Carns?
Coming up on
Fumez the engineer, Quang.
SRB confirmed, separation confirmed. That's Carns, in it?
I'll do it
Nah.
on stage.
SRB separation confirmed.
I'm right. I think I'm right.
Coming up on
Fumez the engineer, Quang, Carns.
Oi.
Plugged in.
Sure that 2 minutes.
Come on.
No.
I don't take back chat, no disrespect. Already know the gang, and I'm something like Big Frisk. Fuck the ops, it's their loss. I cut them off. How could I get pissed off? Bodies get ticked off. I hope.
Is anybody else taking in this production? A Skepta just goes off from the jump. Let's go. Oh Lord,
Big smoke.
this a moment, you
The
know.
engineer, Quang, Carns.
I wanna see. Yo, Skep better delivered. Let's go.
I don't take back chat, no disrespect. Already know the gang, and I'm something like Big Frisk. Fuck the ops, it's their loss. I cut them off. How could I get pissed off? Bodies get ticked off. I hope you brush your teeth before you talk about the big boss. Brand new bed sheets covered in your wifey's lip gloss. You was at the top, but you slipped off. None of them boy, they're hard. All of them boy, they're soft. Murder charge ain't a joke and laugh. You think that you shower when last you jump in the bath. I know the gunman that do obi, voodoo and witchcraft. Roll with a 9-month-old baby so they can bring out the mash in the Winnie the Pooh scarf. Suns out, guns out, bare chests in a row.
Hold on. He said he knows the gunman that do obia roll out with a 9-month-old baby just so they can pull the mash out in what I believe is a Winnie the Pooh scarf. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Alongside that, I gotta say that a certain generation of gunmen are tapped, you know? Skep's going off though.
All of them boy, they're soft. Murder charge ain't a joke and laugh.
No. Let me do it a justice. Let me
And
do
like
it a
Big
justice.
Frisk, fuck the ops, it's their loss. I cut them off. How could I get pissed off? Bodies get ticked off. I hope you brush your teeth before you talk about the big boss. Brand new bed sheets covered in your wifey's lip gloss. You was at the top, but you slipped off. None of them boy, they're hard. All of them boy, they're soft. Murder charge ain't a joke and laugh. You think that you shower when last you jump in the bath. I know the gunman that do obi, voodoo and witchcraft. Roll with a 9-month-old baby so they
Come
can bring
on.
out the mash in the Winnie the Pooh scarf. Suns out, guns out, bare chests in the Rolls Royce. Park up and I jump out.
Flow.
Nigga used to back food at my mum's house. Heard the boy diss me, now the boy rubbed out.
Hey.
Test my gangster, reach for my chain. Don't cry when your face get thumped out.
Hey.
G love testing that smoke in the park. Somebody getting dropped if he comes out. Bow.
Flow pattern. He went off.
I know the gunman that do obi.
Guns out, guns out, went
with
off.
a 9-month-old baby so they can bring out the mash in the Winnie the Pooh
Come
scarf.
on.
Suns out, guns out, bare chests in the Rolls Royce. Park up and I jump out. Rich nigga used to back food at my mum's house. Heard the boy diss me, now the boy rubbed out.
Come on.
Test my gangster, reach for my chain. Don't cry
Talk
when your
that
face
smoke.
gets thumped out. My young G love testing that smoke in the park. Somebody getting dropped if he comes out. Bow. What you mean you fool? Go on then, draw for the tool. Think that you're hard but you're soft like wool.
Oi. Go on then, draw for the tool. Giving us those bars that everybody knows, innit? Definitely gives you the feel, innit? That nostalgic vibe. But it's brand new in 2021.
For my chain, don't cry when your face gets thumped out. My young G
Talk
love
that
testing that
talk.
smoke in the park. Somebody getting dropped if he comes out. Bow. What you mean you fool? Go on then, draw for the tool. Think that you're hard but you're soft like
Oi.
wool. Lick a man in the jaw side with a stool. Real bad boy, but I still look cool. White gold chain and an iced out jewel, but they can't jack me because I'm not Ja Rule. Naru boy, what you mean?
Yo, but they can't jack me 'cause I'm not Ja Rule. This is another bar that's a throwback. If you know the incident that happened to Ja Rule coming to the UK and the stage getting rushed and his chain getting taken, which was well over 10 years ago, it definitely bringing that throwback energy, you know.
He comes out, bow. What you mean you fool? Go on then, draw for the tool. Think that you're hard but you're soft like wool. Lick a man in the jaw side with a stool. Real bad boy, but I still look
Come
cool.
on.
White gold chain and an iced out jewel, but they can't jack me because I'm not Ja Rule. Naru boy, what you mean? You can't jack me, best you don't chat to me. Ignore me, turn your back to me. You can't put no 9, no Mac to me. I know you did research, wanna move to Skepta, but you found out you can't do shit to me.
Hey.
Not lyrically or literally. I put you on TV, make history. What happened to your head back? That's a mystery. 5 o'clock in the morning, I flew out.
Skepta's not fucking playing, you know. This sort of energy has been needed from this brother because we know he's an international artist and makes international music, which sometimes doesn't quite hit as hard at home. But when he drops this shit with that unmistakable UK energy, is litty. let alone the brothers' flow patterns all over this and understanding who the fuck Skepta is for our scene. Are you dumb? Let's go, man. Let me, you know what? I'm wheeling it. I don't give a fuck. Let's go. Let's go.
I don't take back chat, no
Come
disrespect.
on.
Already know the gang and I'm something like Big Fish. Fuck the ops, it's their loss, I cut them off. How could I get pissed off? Bodies get ticked off. I hope you brush your teeth before you talk about the big boss. Brand new bed sheets covered in your wifey's lip gloss. You was at the top, but you slipped
Cheeky.
off. None of them boy, they're hard.
Huh?
All of them boy, they're
Soft.
Murder charge ain't a joke and laugh. You think that you shower when last you jump in the bath. I know the gunman that do obi, voodoo and witchcraft. Roll with a 9-month-old baby so they can bring out the mash in the Winnie the Pooh scarf.
Listen.
Guns out, bare chest in a Rolls Royce. Park up and I jump out. Rich nigga used to back food at my mum's house. Heard the boy diss me, heard the boy rub down.
Hey, talking about used to bag food at his mum's ass. For Skep, that's definitely a throwback. Listen.
Start reach for my chain, don't cry when your face gets thumped out. My young G love testing that smoke in the park. Somebody getting dropped if he comes out. Bow, what you mean you fool? Go and then draw for the tool. Think that you're hard but you're soft like wool. Lick a man in the jaw side with a stool. Real bad boy but I still look cool. White gold chain and an iced out jewel, but they can't jack me because I'm not Ja Rule.
Come on.
Naru boy, what you mean? What you mean?
Hey,
you can't
energy.
Best you don't chat to me. Ignore me, turn your back to me. You can't put no 9, no Mac to me. I know you did research, wanna move to
Big smoke on smoke, you know. We love it. Let's
You
go.
found out you can't do shit to me. Not lyrically or literally. I put you on TV, make history. What happened to your head back? That's a mystery. 5 o'clock in the morning. I flew out, flew down the road, flew back, then flew in. My mum knows what I'm doing, and deep down I know she's screwing. I fell asleep with
That life, you know. When your mum knows what you're up to. In and out, in and out, in and out, you know.
13 squats in my mouth. Had a dream about chicken and chips like an idiot.
Wait. Did he say he had 13 scores in his mouth? That's dangerous, you know. If you're aware of that lifestyle, you better have them things wrapped up properly. Jesus.
And deep down I know she's screwing. I fell asleep with 13 squats in my mouth. Had a dream about chicken and chips like an idiot. I started chewing. Woke up then I started spewing. I used to put 13 scores in my mouth. Start chopping up an X ounce with hate. Can't chat to Meridian about weight. Them boy wouldn't even know what to do with an 8th. You bought an A-ball on the 24th. You're still trying to move it on the 8th. Them boy don't know about Tanitas with the batteries held in with sellotape blood. Who would have thought you were looking at your
Listen, let's just put it this way. We all have a past, innit? And I'm gonna bait it out. Tanitas are weighing scales, if you're aware. They're a small set of black scales, about so size, have the little digital bit here and a flat surface here with a little bowl in it. And literally, they were the shot of scales, man. You literally bought them in places like Camden, and them things were solid. People used to run them things till they fall apart, I swear to God. I know way too much. Large up Tanitas, though. Jesus. Oh, my Lord.
Viewing, I used to put 13 scores in my mouth. Start chopping up an X ounce with hate. Can't chat to Meridian about weight. Them boy wouldn't even know what to do with an 8th. You bought an A-ball on the 24th. You're still trying to move it on the 8th. Them boy don't know about Tanitas with the batteries held in with sellotape blood. You would have thought you were looking at your date of birth when I put my food on the scales. I'm in the cell, start biting my nails. Never ever been an informer, never told tales. I roll with 4 black males and the feds better lock us in separate jails. I can bag up the food by eye. You can't chat to me about
Listen. The man just said be with 4 black males and the feds have to lock them up in several jails. I think what he's trying to say is so they can't get their story straight. Hold on, let me take that in again.
Biting my nails, never ever been an informer, never told tales. I roll with 4 black males and the feds better lock us in separate jails. And I can bag up the food by eye. You can't chat to me.
No, he said he rolls with 4 black males. The feds better lock us in separate jails, because if they don't, to use Skepta's words, it's a shutdown into the jailhouse, you know?
About Class A cells. It's the return of the Mac. I'm still alive just like Tupac. Girls in the front row, girls in the back. One lyric, everybody's like
come on.
Back to the cold nights in the trap. Now I'm in a new whip, counting a big stack.
Come on, if you don't know these bars, I don't know where you been, you know?
White gold chain and the diamonds are black. Jack me, nah, you don't wanna do that. God forgive me if I bust my 9. God forgive me if I bust my 9. I don't wanna get locked up like Shine. This my mum, then you cross my
Yo,
line.
classic bars. Come on.
God forgive me if I bust my 9.
Come on.
I don't wanna get locked up like
Come
Shine.
on.
If it this my mum, then straight grease.
Yeah, this is mum straight grease. Come on. Hey, this was very necessary. Like, listening to it, like, nah, let me get into it, like.
Gotta get to them, I do it on stage.
SRV
You
separation
get me?
confirmed.
Big SK, big smoke.
coming up on.
One, Plugged In having an artist as big as Skepta on this thing is just solidifying the platform that Plugged In is to the UK.
Tunes the engineer, Quang, Carns, being plugged in. A boy better know.
Skeppy is a legend when it comes to this thing.
I don't take back chat, no disrespect, already know the gang, and I'm something like Big Fish, fuck the ops, it's their loss, I cut them off. How could I get pissed off, bodies get ticked off?
And I personally know what the streets have missed from Skepta is that greed.
I know the gunman that do Obi, a voodoo and witchcraft. Roll with a 9-month-old baby so they can bring out the mash and the Winnie the Pooh scarf.
This freestyle itself is full of throwbacks from his bars that everybody can recognize.
Bow, what you mean you fool? Go on then, draw for the tool. Think that you're hard but you're soft like wool. Lick a man in the jaw side with a stool.
To those moments and things in UK culture that he references in order to get his point across.
Real bad boy, but I still look cool. White gold chain and an iced out jewel, but they can't jack me because I'm not Ja Rule. Naru boy, what you mean? What you mean?
Let alone the brother's flow pattern.
Suns out, guns out, bare chest in a Rolls Royce. Park up and I jump out. Rich nigga used to back food at my mum's house. Heard the boy diss me, now the boy rubbed out.
It's good to see Skepta every once in a while open up this side of himself and let it run free. Because honestly, when I think of all the representatives of the UK music scene on a global stage, it's dope to know the brother's still connected to the streets.
Test my gangster, reach for my chain, don't cry when your face gets thumped out. My young G love testing that smoke in the park, somebody getting dropped if he comes out.
But let alone selecting Carnshill, who fucking done a madness.
I fell asleep with 13 scores in my mouth. Had a dream about chicken and chips like an idiot. I started chewing. Woke up, then I started spewing.
Absolute shutdown.
I used to put 13 scores in my mouth. Start chopping up an next ounce with hate. Can't chat to Meridian about weight. Them boy wouldn't even know what to do with an eighth.
And as you done know, there's a link to it down in the description down below. Let me know what you thought of this one in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys down there. Yo gang, it's your boy LeeToTheVI saying peace and love, and I'm out. Bow.